Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. Here we are in the White Clouds section, and time to actually explore the game. Once we get through the whole introductory stage.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Forwind, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree.
That's a pretty cool photo. These are all very medieval-looking images.
The continent of Forwind, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Forwind and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
Hey, cutscene time. Only the whole game is like this.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around. It really is Forwind in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
Sorry about that, I just realized one of my mics was slightly off. I fixed it now.
Reyes here.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
There's something to be said about these type games that create beautiful scenes that you never get to explore fully.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
Let's go with her.
You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Raya. As you know, the majority of folks in Forwind are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Raya.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
Suppose we should probably tell her the real name.
A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
So yeah, that lady's the head of this whole church, religion, monastery place, Lady Raya.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
Well, let's do as a mercenary.
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Raya.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Raya. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Let's go with your songstress. There we go. She likes us more because of that.
Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the
And
Golden
then there's our
Deer
group.
House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
So we have black eagles, lions, and then we have deer. The deer sound so unimpressive.
Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Raya will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Raya? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Geralt's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21
Sethis is the
years ago?
only one who seems to
I
have
will remind
any
you that Flame
suspicions
is
and
now here with
intelligence.
us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sethis, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church.
Remember the name
Especially if they
Shamir,
are
she'll come into it
frequenting
later.
their flock.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Raya, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Okay, sorry for not talking too much, but I figure you guys should see the intros without me having to interrupt it constantly. I'll be talking more as the game goes on. It's just this is all the introductory cutscenes and stuff, so it's more interesting if you get to see it all. So we're going to have the opportunity here to poke around the monastery in a limited fashion right now, and then we're going to get more later on. But anyway, we get another nicely animated cutscene first. If only the game were this nicely animated all the time. So here we get a glimpse at the other members of the houses. This is the Golden Deer group. And they all have pretty distinct personalities. That guy's pretty obvious, he eats food. And now we've got the Red group. And they all have distinct personalities. We'll not get to know them that much though, since we won't be interacting with them as much. But depending on how this playthrough goes, I might play again as another faction. So, we'll see. Huh, that's odd. I don't know why the screen suddenly went darker. Oh, because I haven't touched anything in a minute. Whoops, my bad. Lady Raya has a throne. And a really impressive headdress.
Of course.
Okay, so now we're going to get to move around, standard movements. I can zoom in and out, and I can, more importantly, run around, which is nice.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy, correct?
Yep.
To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me.
Oh, I'd love to decline
May
it, but
I
we don't
ask
have
a
any
favor of
choice.
you?
Informal introductions. Quests are given to people by around the monastery. Those who can give or involve the quest will have icons above them, and I can always consult the quest. So the nice thing is the game is very clear on showing you where things are. If you look in the minimap, you'll see that it's very detailed, and it will let you know where you have to go and who to talk to. So let's talk to everybody we can now, because this is going to be the only informal chance before they learn we're a professor.
I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
I don't think Sethis likes us very much, which is understandable. So over here is this is Lady Raya's throne room and advisory room. So we're going to find Raya and Sethis throughout the game in this area, by and large. Every once in a while they'll move. We can't explore the rest of the professor's rooms yet. It's going to throw us down to the first floor first. I can change the view with this. As you can see, it's pretty large. Oops, not the right button. So let's get the cutscene for the reception hall, which is basically just that. Impressive building, though. So let's quickly speak to Edelgard. We're not going to go through all her people. We'll just take a quick speech to them.
I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresbalg. I am the princess and heir apparent
That's
of the
an interesting last name.
I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Nope. Because we're not going to work with them. There's no real point in going into all that.
You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
So this guard basically doesn't do anything, but he's always around. It's kind of amusing. So, I don't know how many of these people we can speak to right now. We can talk to Claude and Dimitri, I know that much. So you'll see each classroom, each house here has their own distinct classroom. So here's the Golden Deer, the blue groups here, Fargus, and then the Adrestians are up there. So most of our people will be continually found in this area. So let's quick speak to Claude.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude Von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer house yet? Care to know more about anyone?
So we're actually going to read this because this is the best chance we get to examine people. So Claude himself.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
Okay, so here's Claude's stuff. The defining ability up in the top right makes Claude really strong. Basically, he gets extra experience. He's good with the sword, the bow, leadership, and flying. He's bad with the spear and with faith, I think. One of the magic ones. Now we have Lorenz.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
So this guy, the reason this is important to listen to is it tells you about their personalities, and there's items and stuff you can give people that improve based off their personality. So this guy's a noble. He's got the defining ability Distinguished House. He gets 2 extra damage while in formation with the battalion. He's good at spears, one of the magic ones again, riding, and he's bad at brawling. So obviously we're going to be doing more with him in the future. We have Raphael.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and actually that's about it.
Yeah, Mr. Muscles, basically, if that wasn't obvious by his shirt straining to hold on. His defining ability is Goodie Basket. Chance to recover up to 10% of max health at the start of each turn. The trigger percent is his luck stat, which right now is 6. He's good with the axe, the brawling, heavy armor. He's bad with the bow, one type of the magic, and riding. His ability sounds really good, but I've heard that it actually isn't because you don't get his luck stat that high, but still it's a nice random heal. Ignace.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
So this guy's defining ability is a watchful eye, grants hit plus 20. This guy is designed to be an archer. Basically, he can shoot from a much further distance with a lot more accuracy. He's a commoner though. His strengths are the sword, the bow, leadership, and his weakness is flying. And now we have the most scary character in the game,
Lycia
arguably.
Is the daughter of Count Cordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
Claude, what are you doing? So Lycia, her defining ability is Mastermind, doubles the skill experience earned in battle. This little girl looks nice and tame. She's probably the strongest mage in the game, or right up there. Her strengths are both magic and faith and leadership, and she's weak with basically anything to do with combat. She looks weak now, and she'll be weak for a while, but later on she'll be a walking nuke. In my other game, she's terrifying to play against. Now we have Marianne here.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
Okay, so she's an interesting character. Her defining ability is Animal Friend. Unit recovers up to 20% of her HP at the start of the turn when adjacent to a cavalry or flying ally. We'll see how useful that is. Basically, the cavalry is going to be charging ahead, though, and she's going to be in the back line because she's basically designed to be a healer. Even though it says she's good with her sword, flying, and cavalry, her big thing is that book up there. That's faith. She's great at healing. Her weaknesses are brawling and heavy armor, which is fine because she's not going to be using heavy armor. Now we have Hilda.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
I love that. Her picture wouldn't be in the dictionary under lazy because she would have never gotten around to submitting it. Her defining ability is Advocate. Adjacent male allies deal an extra 3 damage during combat. It's rather useful, actually. Basically, we'll want to move her into range of enemies first and then have the male allies come afterwards. She's good with a spear and an axe, bad with faith and leadership. And then we have Leonie.
Leonie enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
So her defining ability is Rivalry. If a male ally is adjacent, she deals an extra 2 damage per turn and takes 2 less damage during combat. She's good with the spear, the bow, and cavalry. Basically, she's designed to be a knight. Her weakness is basically nothing. So we'll see how that goes. And that is the Golden Deer House. We'll run in here and talk to people, and then we will just quick talk to Dimitri, and then we'll be done the quest and probably the episode.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lycia von Cordelia. Please do not forget it.
Okay, so those two.
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is... Marianne von Edmund. Are you joining the Knights of Saros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
Okay, who else do we have here to talk to?
Are you
Leonie and Raphael.
The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
Not particularly bright. Also, she's related to Gerald in some ways.
The Golden Deer House
talk
is
to this
for
person.
students of the Leicester Alliance.
Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan. We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
So basically, that's all that's important there. Let's just run over to Dimitri. There's no real point in talking to all these other people right now since we won't be interacting with them.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom.
Very Welsh.
Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're
He's
investigating
nice and
the
polite.
different houses here. Did any of the blue lions catch your attention?
Nope.
I appreciate your effort.
There we go. Quest complete. And let's quick return to Raya. We'll do the exploration in the monastery once more areas are
How are you enjoying
unlocked.
your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such
Cephas, you've
But
got to like us
it
more,
is
buddy.
as the Archbishop desires.
The black eagles, the blue lions, and the golden deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Okay, we're going with the golden deer here.
So you have chosen...
Nope. Nope. Didn't mean to click on that. Okay, we want golden deer. Per regional tradition, many are skilled archers from the Leicester Alliance.
So you have chosen...
Correct.
Your heart has made its choice, then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers' Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand.
I find it interesting she has more similar hair to Raya than Cephas,
there
but
will be a mock battle between the 3 houses.
it's interesting all 3 have green hair.
The current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Okay, on that note, that will be the end of this episode. So thank you guys all for watching. Next episode, we'll actually get to our second battle and be able to explore the monastery. Hope to see you all then. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you all next episode. Bye for now.